Hey guys, how are you doing? Today we are back with another tutorial and I'm going to show you how to create this nice pixelated effect. Let's go. So I've just added all the assets and vectors that I wanted on my poster and you can download them all from my Telegram channel. And I'm just going to show you how I did this text here and also this shape with the stroke around it. So many of you guys ask me about that. So basically what I'll do here is that I'll type my text, just make it bigger, and by holding shift I'll just increase the height of it. Also I'm just gonna make it bigger, like maybe like this, and by hitting command T and choosing skew I can just give it a little bit of a perspective here, and that is our text basically. So let me just group all of my other designs here. Yeah, so on my text layer I will just duplicate it first, and on the bottom layer of my text I'll go to the layer style and I'll give it a stroke. Now the stroke is white. I don't want it to be white, I want it to be black, and I will stroke it a lot more, like something like this. Maybe you can change it later. And also on the top one again I will give it a stroke, but this time with the color white, and I will decrease the size. Pretty easy, huh? That's an easy effect that you can create. You can also do this thing for all the other shapes and vectors that you have, like the one I did on these ones. So let me just show you. So yeah, this is basically my shape here, and after giving it a stroke it will look like this. And on the top one, when I add a stroke with a white stroke around it, if you give it a nice effect. So let's get to the effect itself. This was all the setup, so I will just type design. So as you can see I have all the layers here, the barcode that I have, these portraits, the lines, everything here. So I've just grouped them all, and what I'm going to do is that I'm going to click on Command Shift Option E to merge all of it on top of my group layer, so this way I can keep my design layers that I've just grouped. So maybe I need them later, I can make another copy of it. So I'm just gonna hide that layer. So on this layer that we have, as you can see, I'm going to create a layer below it and call it white. Yeah, white background. And by holding Shift F5, or you can just simply go to Edit, Fill, I will give it a white color. So basically you cannot see the design, the white background here, but I would like to just keep it as it is. So on here we have a design. Let me just zoom in so that you can see all the pixelation that it has for itself, because you know Photoshop actually doesn't vectorize, and it's all image, and image is created by pixels. That's why if you zoom in you can see all the pixels here. So after merging all the layers and creating a background, we are going to down here you can select threshold, or from the layers, new adjustment layers, you can select on threshold and click OK, and it will make a threshold layer above all the layers. So what it does actually is that it will vectorize your image. So if I turn off my threshold layer, you can see all the pixelations here, but after turning it on, it will just cleaning the image up. So after that, I will go to my, let me just name it to the design layer. So I will select my design layer and I will go to filter, pixelate, and mosaic. So here, as you can see, it will create that mosaic effect. So if I make it smaller, as you can see, it gives you smaller square sizes, and when you increase it, so just so when you increase it, it will start to make bigger squares and your image will fade away. So I myself basically work around 8 to 10. I believe 9 here is a good number. So I just hit OK. Perfect. So as you can see, you have this pixelated effect now. So now I will choose all of my the divide background, the design and threshold, and I will group it. I will again hold Command Shift Option and click E to make another merged version. Then now I will go to filter and filter gallery. So from here you need to choose stamp, and you can choose the smoothness of the design. So again, if I increase the smoothness, you can see you will lose lots of details. So again, I will give it around 3 here. Yeah, that is nice. Also, you can just work with the light and dark balance. It will give you small details like here. Let me just zoom in so that you can see. So yeah, I need those details, the small details, so I will put it around 7. That is perfect. So basically we are done, and I'm just gonna make some other changes to make it as a cool poster so you can keep up with me here. What I want to do now is I want to add a background, but as you can see, if I turn off this layer 2, as you can see, when I turn it off, the vectors and the backgrounds are all merged. So what you need to do is to go to the magic wand tool here, and let me explain what contiguous does actually. So when contiguous is checked and you select a dark space, for example like here, it will select all that shape but not all the other dark places or the color that you have selected. It won't select all the other ones. But when you deselect the contiguous and select, for example, the black color here, as you can see, it will select all of the black parts in your design. So what I'm gonna do next is that I'm gonna make a duplicate of my layer, and I'm gonna name it final design, and make this layer 1, I'm just gonna say it's sample, I'm gonna make it invisible. So on the final design, what I would love to do is that I will select my magic wand tool with the contiguous being off, and I will click on my white areas, so like so, and it will select all the white areas on my poster, and I will click on delete on my keyboard, and as you can see, it deleted the whole background. That is actually nice. Below this final design layer, I'm gonna create a solid color here and select a color. I believe, yeah, this is nice actually. But that's not all. What I want is that if I bring this layer up, as you can see, all these white areas around my text and around his face here and all these circles, I want the white areas from there. So what I can do here is that I will make a duplicate of this sample, put it below my final design like so, and I will just make my final design invisible. Then I would like to choose my magic wand tool, and I'm just gonna select the white spaces here, and it will select all the white spaces on my design. And now what I would like to do is to just turn on the contiguous, and by holding Option, I would just click on a white area outside of my vector shapes, like my text here and this portrait that I have. So by clicking that, as you can see, I have just selected the white area here that I wanted, and around my text, and also the shape that I had. So work around the contiguous option on magic wand tool. It will give you lots and lots of options that can help you just select the part of the images that you want. So from here, I can do a couple of things. I can just, now that I have selected the white areas, I can hit on mask, but I don't want to do that. I will just, by selecting magic wand tool, I will right click on my selection and select inverse. Basically, it will invert the selection. And then now, as you can see, it is selecting the black areas and the white areas that I didn't want, and I will simply click on delete. Perfect. And by Command D, I will deselect that. And now when I turn on my final design that I had, voila, we have this. Also, I need to clean up some of the parts, so I will just grab my eraser tool and let me just type here white areas. I will just delete the white areas that I don't want. Easy as that. Yeah, that is perfect. So for the final act, I'm going to choose a texture. I believe, yeah, this is nice. I will put this texture on top of all the other layers. Let me just make it a little bit bigger, like so. So what I'm going to do is that I'm gonna make a duplicate here and turn off the visibility of the layer above. So on the layer below, I'm going to hit Command I to invert my texture. Then from the blending options, I'm gonna select darken. So as you can see now, it is giving me a nice grungy effect here. but I cannot see the effect on the dark areas here. So that's why I duplicated the texture, and I'm gonna make it visible here and select the second one and put it on lighten. So as you can see, I have this grunge effect also here. And we are done here. As you can see, we have made this nice pixelated effect. I prepared the PSD files. You can download it from my Telegram channel. Also, all the vectors and the textures that I used, you can download all of them from my Telegram channel. The link is in the description. Hope you liked the video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and peace.